Hello. Hello, everyone. Let me get this thing out of the way. Okay. Sorry, little minutes late, I guess, right? Yeah. My son he just came out of the school today sick, and now he's having like 102 fever. My doctor's gone. Gotta take him early in the morning, 9:30. So he's just laying down on the next room. I said, okay, let me finish the webinar, then I'll come. All right, so this is where I am. And let's see, all right, let's just wait one more minute and then. Thank you, Sean. Okay, all right, let's get started here. Yen index daily chart. That's what actually happened. That last night he was not feeling very good, so he came when I was making the charts and everything. He came to my room, so Daddy, I want to sleep with you. So I lay down with him to put him to sleep, and I went to sleep with him too, and thinking that the charts are gone. But in the morning, I realized that the chart was not gone. So then I send it out, but it's still, it's the beginning. It's a beginning. I think it's just a starting game, a starting point from the, bouncing from the TL, and hopefully we will have a long way to go if we keep going to the upside. And this is the chart. Yes, this is the one, and the other one. It's yes, Bella. I hope to. All right, so this one, the chart that I sent out, all you all have it, right? But the thing is that I had, we were expecting that before, right? Actually, we had the chart, this one, right? This one was 25th April. We all had it. So at that point, it didn't go up. It was like a lot of buyers coming in from here, the buying pressure, whatever, but it went up and then it dropped again on Friday. And then now it's, we just posted a bullish candle, but let's see if it has any legs on it. If it goes, continue having follow up on that. But I had a couple of small longs from last week actually open, luckily. So I benefited from that. But other than that, I was sleeping the last night. And so in the morning, I had a couple of things to do. Then he called from the school, and it's all messed up. Okay, anyway, so this one, we're still, hoping, unless this trend line breaks to the downside, we are still, in the triangle trying to break to the upside. And based on this yen index, we have our GJ look like this, right? The last time it was here. This is not the current chart. This is, let's see, the GJ hit the TL, dip a little bit, and then again today we went up. So now we are hitting this third time here. I mean, that one too, but after the E, this is the first time, this is the second time, second attempt without coming to the bottom TL, and that is a very good sign that we are probably going to be breaking this trend line to the upside. And the only thing is up there is 72.85, but I think that if we break the trend line, that is a signal that we will be going up, and then it wouldn't matter. 72.85 will be broken easily. This is what I think. Okay, so let's see what happens. But the immediate target is still long time ago. I said 74.80, and we are still after that. Okay, so this is kind of like 1, 2, 1, 2 again. If this is 1, 2, let's say, forget about the triangle. Just just wave count 1, 2. Then you have 3. The wave 3 coming in, and with the 5 sub waves, which is like 1 and 2 small, our finish, and then it's going to be 3, 4, 5 to the upside. If we continue to go to the upside, that would be the fashion. That would be the wave count and the style that we will be going. Another thing that I'm going to show today is the crab pattern. A lot of, I'm having a lot of emails about that, I don't talk about it, I don't trade it, why? So I said, well, let me explain it a little bit. We do it all the time. It is just that we see it differently in Elliott wave perspective instead of, because crab pattern, let me talk about that later. Let's finish this setups right now, okay? This is so pound yen. This is how we have it, and if again we have to be very careful. If we break this, then we going up, right? We are at the station again, bounced, and we get to this TL. So if the TL is going to hold, then we will come back to the bottom TL. If not, if we break it, then we go. Target would be 74, 82. We will be going fast towards that target. Believe me, it's gonna be fast if we break this. Okay, so let's take a look at the euro yen. If it is giving us the same light, same signal, bullish signal. Euro yen, yes, right? So it is also just like the yen index. We posted a nice bullish candle off of trend line, off of these two levels, and off of this 200 EMA of the daily. It's a lot of things that we just left behind, and we went above it. Okay, these two nice levels, trend line and the 200 EMA, and this level as well. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3 levels, 200 EMA, and the trend line bounce, and nice clean bullish candle tells you the story, possible story again. So let's see if we drop a little bit, maybe 41.62 is going to hold, give us the support to go again to the upside, bounce tonight. Not now. Now is 6 o'clock, so it's that everybody gone home. So we have a nice, our yen index giving us the bullish signal, plus Aussie yen, euro yen, nice and clean. The two pairs that I was waiting, and then Sean, I think, also waiting a long time, are giving us a nice little setup there. So we're going to go and take a look at that. Those today, which are pound Aussie and euro Aussie. What are they doing? So we have something cooking there. So let's go take a look there. This is how, where'd it go, man? Oh, I forgot it. Okay, this is how the chart look like. It's a mess now. I had a little chart set up there somewhere else. Let me see if I have it here. Pound Aussie. Yeah, this is much cleaner. Okay. Now, pound Aussie, let's see, we were trading that since here, right? So this was the target close by somewhere here at the bottom. And we came very nice and clean around this area. Yeah, okay. If you want, but you know what? I usually don't, but Sean, just send me an email. Throw me an email. Well, but the thing is that all the Seans, I'm going to tell you something. When I say Sean, we got 3 or 4 Sean here right now. So whoever sent me the message right now, I'm saying, I'm talking to that Sean. Sean is one of those Sean asking that if I'm going to send these charts separately. So yes, but not separately. Not all of them. But if you really need something that it's too many charts, right? So I only send with the setup. So I'm going to show it here because I go through all these charts and setups just to show that how I go through and see the charts and come up with these setups to teach you guys. If somebody wants to learn that, okay, how the heck I do it, this is, otherwise I'll just make the chart and send it and that's it. There's no need to do it the webinar. So I do it, everything in front of you just to show you that how it is done, what I'm doing, right? So whatever you need, just send me an email. All right, my Gmail. That way, after the webinar, usually I forget, what did I do? So, and a lot of people ask, different things. So if you send me an email, then I have it there. So when I go on my email, I open it, and then it says, okay, this person wants this. All right, boom, give it, attach the charts and send out. This is how I do it. Okay, otherwise I'll forget that you asked in the webinar, right? So please, just throw me an email, say, just send me this chart, that chart. I'll do it. No. This is on my computer. You don't see these charts online. When I send you, then you'll see it. These are made of my own charts here on my computer. I have a lot of charts, different ways, different analysis, Elliott wave, harmonic pattern, support resistance, trend lines. These are not online. Okay. So, but you know what happened when the setup is there, then I make the setup like this morning. I just sent out the pound yen chart, yen index, so that this is what the setup is, and this is it is bouncing from the trend line, and since the index is bouncing, then all the yen pairs will be going up because the yen is on the right hand side. So when yen going up, yen index going up, it is weaker, it is getting weak, and all the other pairs, since the yen is on the right hand side, will be going up if the yen goes weaker, right? So this is how it is. If I send all the charts, believe me, you're gonna get confused which chart is for what. But yeah, pound yen. Oh, okay, you, Sean. I think you joined recently, so all those old charts, I'm gonna send it out to you. Okay, just please send me an email. Okay, just write, like send me the charts, and I'll send you all of those charts from daily 4 hour. That way you know what the heck we're doing here. All right, so this is pound Aussie long. This chart was made like March 10th. That is coming down here. So since it's a daily or weekly chart, it's not in one day story. It is like several weeks or sometimes months to get there. Okay, so it was March 10th, and in April we finally got here, and then we start. The last time I sent out a chart saying that it is going to be bouncing a little bit again, right? Going to 49.90 or something. Not 49.90. I'm going back. What are those charts, man? Okay, forget about it. So what's happening? It came down and then start bouncing. Let's go and take a look what's happening currently right now on this chart. This is the chart. Okay, we dropped, we went up, we drop again here. So I said, well, this could be wave A, B, C correction, but correction to what? That is the question. What is the previous move that we are trying to correct? Okay, that is very important to see. So let's take a look at a weekly chart. Then you see that what I'm talking about is this whole big move. This is, the way it is, it looks A, B, C correction. Okay, it is also a correction. This is not advanced, impulse advance. This is, looks like it's a correction to this big down move, right? This is trying to correct. So what's happening is that now if ABC is finished at 38% exactly, we kiss here and we drop in it. 1, 2, 3 waves so far, and then now we are going up and we are at this level here, right? Trend line here is very close. 38% is right there. 38% of that. Now, if you remember that if we count this A, B, C, then the correction is finished. But if you look at this and try to correct this whole thing, usually we correct it exactly around, let's say, for example, 61%. Where it's going to be? Here somewhere, right? So if that is the case, let's say this whole thing is wave A, now we need B and then C to the upside. That's one scenario because it's coming down. That's why I'm talking about that scenario, because right now we are coming down as wave B. If this is A, small A, B, C makes A, then A, B, C might come down to 61%. Now, if this is what we are going to do right now, then usually A, B, C opens up in a zigzag fashion. let's say if it is a zigzag, then wave A will have 5 small waves, then B 3 waves, and then C again 5 waves. So if A dropping right now and have 5 waves, let's see how many we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I forgot to open that up. Let me just do it now real fast. Where it is, Elliott wave. Uh, okay, here. All right, so this is how it works. If you have the whole big wave, now we are correcting all the way to around, let's say 61% or 50% or 78%, whatever it would be, we will see. But at least let's say half of this wave, right? 50% or 61%. But we come down usually in 3-wave fashion. Out of these, whoops, what happened here? Oh, okay. Out of these 3 waves, A, B, C, A and C usually end up having 5 subwaves in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now, all of these 5-wave correction, they have specific calculation. We all know that. I'm going through with this because we have some new people, so they need to understand a little bit. Okay, and it's a good revision for older folks. If you remember this, this one, that how it is that wave 3, let's say wave 1, 2, wave 3 has 5 subwaves in it, and it usually around like this, 61%. I'm talking about the wave 4. Wave 4 need to be 38%. 38% of wave 3, right? Wave 4 equal 38% of wave 3. So if you go back over there, I need several computers for that. Where'd that chart go? Okay, here. Current chart. So if we have wave 1, 2, if we consider this wave 3, then we need fourth wave around 38%. We just saw it, right? Fourth wave goes to 38% before continue in the previous direction for wave 5. So if we need wave 5, let's say around somewhere here, this high, 74, 75. This is wave 1, 2, 3. We're going up for wave 4. And then we dip a little more below this 3 and maybe come down here, 38%. That would be wave A. Then we go back up for wave B, and then we come down here for C. So that would be like, one move here and then correction around 61% of this whole up move. That would be wave A, B, and then we go up for the C wave, right? So if wave 1, 2, 3, 4, this could be probably, that's what I'm thinking, that this could be easily if wave 4 going towards this teal and this 38%. Once we get there, then we need wave 5 to the downside, and we just saw it could be easily around this area. This high is 74, 75. There's this 74, 75. Well, somewhere. Okay, right around here somewhere. So let's say if it goes up here and this is the trend line, then we connect these two. Forget about this. And we come down and place, wrong computer. I'm using the mouse here and then using the keyboard of the wrong computer. Okay, here. Okay, so exactly we can come down here. You see the channel? The wave 5 can come and hit here because of this channel thing, if we get here. I'm just making this channel line here, hoping that this thing will go up, hit this channel and this trend line. The previous trend line I messed up. Hold on. Okay. Okay, this is the trend line, and Forget about that anyway. Let's just use this trend line. So if we go and hit this trend line, then you connect this and this, the same thing. Don't need to make another line, and we can take and put it here to get our wave 5 target here. Okay, so this is one thing going on right now that I see is that as a big trade. I mean, this pair move a lot. We're talking about 38% would be 82. Okay, so if we hit the 82, then we're talking about going back to probably 74. It's a long distance. Okay, so we have to watch this one very closely. This can maybe turn around right from exactly where it is now, because this is the low here. So this can stop it. Not necessarily go exactly, you know, what the calculation and our trend lines are. The market doesn't follow, doesn't need to follow us or our calculation. Sorry, I hit my head. Okay, so we have to be very careful. Maybe this area will stop it and then we drop. But usually, you know, by the book, it need to go and hit this 38% and excuse me, and the trend line. Okay. So this is the area. This is the area to watch for a turn. This one thing in pound Aussie. Any question on this pair so far? Anybody? Welcome, Sean. Okay, so this is one thing that if we wait for the turn, this is what I'm expecting. It can break it and go straight up, right? But how far is going to go? Then if it breaks and goes up, well, see, the thing is that sometimes you have a conflict. Well, okay, let me tell everyone that what am I saying? Well, the question is coming about the pound index and Aussie index. We will look into that again. But sometimes you like, just like the charts and the fundamentals. Chart says something else, and the fundamental says the opposite. You know, you have a conflict. You don't know what it is. We just anticipate and look for the setups. Which thing is giving us the setup? So here, this is what it is. This is we're expecting. I mean, if this thing happened, like you just said, either it's going to be pound weakening or Aussie. I mean, Aussie getting strong, right? And Aussie been getting strong a lot. Literally, it's just retracing right now. So if pound Aussie is going up and dropping could be only because of one of these two things: pound getting weaker or Aussie getting stronger, or both. Okay, so we will get to that and see how it is. Okay, what movement is it? Okay, okay, it's a little confusing. Somebody is asking that what are these moving averages, but they are very on this chart on a daily it is 12. But you're gonna say, what the heck, 12? Where it come from? These are 200 moving averages. Who asked me? Sean. Okay, other Sean. These are this is part of my stacking strategy. The 200 EMA stack. 200 EMA stack includes 200 of 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart, 1-hour chart, 4-hour chart. Okay, but I have them on every time frame, all of them, and I calculated them accordingly so that we can know exactly. On this one, we don't need. This is a daily chart, right? So all we need to know is where's the 4-hour 200 EMA or a daily 200 EMA and 1 hour at the most. 15-minute, 5-minute, we are not concerned on this time frame because it's too small. We are looking at a daily chart. So this black line, you can see is 200 EMA of obviously daily chart. But then if you look at this one, this is 40 moving average because it's calculated and it is actually 4-hour 200 EMA showing up on a daily chart. If you go and look at the 4-hour 200 EMA, you will see it is right here on a 4-hour chart. Let me show it to you. See right here? This is 200 EMA on a 4-hour chart. I hope I'm clear. And this red one is 200 EMA off 1-hour chart showing up on 4-hour chart, so you know you can see where it is. The price is above it or below it or whatever. Now you see you got the blue and the white line as well. So the white is a 30-minute 200 EMA and blue is 15-minute 200 EMA showing up on 4-hour chart. So now we can say, okay, the price is above 200 EMA of a 15-minute chart, above 200 EMA of a 30-minute chart, above 200 EMA of 1-hour and also 4-hour chart. Okay, I hope it's clear. All right, so let's move on. Where we were? Okay, let's go and take a look at Euro Aussie. Okay, it's even better. Oops. Okay. Okay, Euro Aussie chart is this. In the past, what we did with that, I don't even have a chart open here. Let me open it up. Okay. All right. We were trading from here, this pair, right? Remember, 17 March, from all the way down to here, and then I send out the chart. I guess that it's gonna bounce from here and go up a little bit, right here. Not even right here. This one's knocked out. This one, but I was expecting a little bit up move to 49.40, if you remember, right? From here, 49.40. This is 9th April that we will go up, and then maybe to all the way up there, but maybe the first stop was this 49.40 or 50.26. Okay, so where we are now is exactly there. 49.90. I don't know if Bella is still here or not. Remember, Bella, you asked me, are we really going on 49.90? Long time ago. It took a lot of time, but yes. See, finally we are there. Okay, we made the high today, 49.84. But the question is that are we going to break it, go to the TL? Or again, same story, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's see, we measure this one. If we measure this one, I already have a fib here, and we are exactly at 38%. So this is a fourth wave correction. And fourth wave, by the way, it also very a common factor, a confirmation kind of thing, is that it goes back exactly where the last wave of the last wave actually. Okay, so the last fourth wave of the last wave was this wave 3, and wave 3 fourth wave is right here. Okay, so 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, this 5, 4, and then 5. This is A, B, C. This is wave 4. Okay, now you can see this wave 4 goes back to exactly where the last wave 4 was. So we are here. Last fourth wave is there. 38% is there. What else I have here? I don't know. Oh, that fib is no. Let me take it out. It's making me confusing. Put it back up again. Okay, so these are the two things that we have here. Any other level around one? Oh, yeah, 49.90, right? Let me draw here. These weekly high and low, very important. 38% is also coming from 149.87. By the way, 49.90 comes from where? See, I forget where. If I don't mark it, then I lose. It's somewhere here. I think this is small one. This one. Yes. Okay, this thing here. This one is 50.26. This high, and the next wobble was here. This high is 49.90. So this is very significant area. Okay, this big move goes up and then we drop from there. So 49.90 to 50.26. These are two numbers, or you can call it a band. You can just in between. Okay, like this. So this area is very significant area, and you can see even from the top we bounced twice. From one time from here, this one, and then again this one. Right now we're going back and testing the same zone. So very good chance that we may fail and drop to this trend line, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. This is our channel. If you consider this high to high and place it here, so this is sort of a channel. Make it a little bigger, darker, yeah. Okay. So it's if we hold this area here, then we can easily drop to this level here. This level is coming exactly there, right? This one. Forget about the fib for now. If you take this area here, these highs, okay, see exactly it's in the way. So we can very easily fail here and drop here. Oops. Okay. Again, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave advance, right? You can see it clearly. Wave 1 and then A, B, C. Wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Now we need to come down A, B, C fashion, correcting this whole thing to maybe 50% or 61%. Usually it comes to 50. But let's see. Let's say we need to come here. Hit this TL also. TL and the 50%. So if we come here, this would be wave A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A. Then we go A, B, C, and then come down here, maybe break this TL or go to 61.8%. So this could be wave A, B, and then C to the downside. So if it is A coming in, we have wave 1, 2, 3, 4 is in the way. It's in the making. It is almost finished to me because 149.90 area I just showed you, 149.90 to 50.26 is very significant. And also you got monthly pivot right there, so it's very hard for this pair to go up at this point. And you can see here we have a big huge divergence. So price from here to here makes the higher high. You can see this, my divergence indicator. See, it's a very bad divergence actually, right? Completely opposite. Let's see if it plays out. See that? The price makes higher high, and this thing completely going the opposite direction. From here to here, not going with the price. Okay. Okay, there's a question coming in that how do we differentiate between ABC or 1, 2, 3? What does that mean? Oh, okay, all right. You're talking about this Elliott wave. Right. Okay, I got it. It's very tricky, to be honest with you. But you have to see see, the thing is that ABC correction is usually is like in a zigzag fashion. It's like equal length, but it can be easily different. It's like three. It could be 5, 3, 5. Let me show it to you. What the ABC, if I have it here. Okay, let me, before I go there, okay, on any question on this one that we are finishing, let me put it in the final words that I think just like pound Aussie, I think before I thought maybe it is ABC, right? But now I think that if the thing is like central, right? Okay. So your question is that how do we differentiate? It is very hard, but the thing is that we need to see if this area breaks. The biggest rule for this purpose to differentiate is that fourth wave cannot go into the territory of wave one. Wave one is this, ending here. If this thing goes up here somewhere, then this must be ABC, theoretically, even though if after that we drop or whatever, but you cannot say, Elliott wave denies it, the fact that if you go into the territory of wave one, then it is not fourth wave. And then what you had before is ABC correction or something else. But the fourth wave cannot go. It's a very strong rule of Elliott wave. Fourth wave cannot go into the territory of wave one. Wave one ends right here. Let's say the number wise, the low is 49.81. We have went as high as 49.82. Okay. So few pips doesn't mean anything, but if an hourly candle or 4-hour candle goes into the territory of wave 1, 30, 40, 50 pip and close nice and clean, then you will say, something else. It's not fourth wave. It's going up. That could be again ABC finished, then this could be wave 1, then wave 2 to the downside, and 3, 4, 5 to the upside, or ABC to the upside. But always remember that A has like 5 waves in it. So if it is not fourth wave would be ABC, simple, 3 waves. That's what we are seeing right now here, right? If we see that it's A, B, it's like A, B, C, 3 waves. I cannot count like 5 wave in it. It's like this is a side wave B. Okay, you can only see this A, B, and just C. If it goes up, maybe this goes up and then come down and then goes up, then you could count 5 waves. Then you have what A, B, and it will also go into the territory of wave 1. So we will have a problem there. But at this point, that's what I'm saying, that I only talk and show the setup. Setup can be break always. Yeah, they get broken all the time. Another thing that I want to just touch a little base today and then do a webinar, whole webinar later on, because already it's a lot of time, right? So these two pairs, we consider right now that we are setting up to the downside. Omar asked me that index, then we have to cover that later. That concentrate on this if then that if we hold here and start dropping, you see a downside setup, we're gonna take it tonight. This is what it is. If we go above it, then hold on to it, and then even if if you go above this area and then you see that tonight long, then go long, but be very careful. Like USDX, I said 73. Let me show it to you. 73 area, and it's been pain in the neck. It's not making a turn. It's not going up. God knows what it's doing. But sometimes it takes a lot of time to make a turn. Okay, the fundies are not there to support, so it becomes a pain. But we have to just sit down and watch it. That's all. See, the USDX was here when I said it's gonna go up here 73.03 and drop, and we went up there very nice and clean. But look what happened. It's just like we are just messing around with this area here for a long time. This is a daily chart here. We got more than a week. We just going up and down and up and down and up and down, and then we came down today, but then we went up again, posting a wick in the bottom. So what we're actually doing is this area going to hold. If not, time will tell. But so far it's intact. What I said, it is intact. I said that we're going to go up and then drop. Then yes, this area, it is holding so far, but not dropping either. So what happened is that in this situation, you just sit tight and wait. In the market call that sit on the sideline. That's what we call, right? You're sitting on the sideline and wait. Okay, don't put your feet in the water. Maybe hot, too hot. All right, so let's see here. Yeah. That's tonight means the volume comes around, start coming in around Frankie open a little bit. Then most of the time, what happens is the Frankie comes in, move the market here, then and set up a 5-minute setup for us in London. That's what I'm saying. So 5 minute, 15 minute, 5 or 1 minute usually. You will see a setup nice and clean, and London comes and boom. Like let me show you an example. A pound yen last night. Sorry again. Sorry about this. That I messed up. I thought the charts are out, but so like see right here, the price was messing around, slowly going up, going up, going up. Where the London comes in, right here. Now, Frankie. See, this is 6 o'clock. So I think the 7 o'clock, my 7 o'clock London comes up. Right? So right around here, you have a nice, beautiful setup here. Look at this Euro Yen. Now, Euro Yen had a better setup, not the pound. Look at this here. This is 640. So just before London, this candle, the London gave you this candle, big one. So this is what happens. So if you watch after the Frankie, and the price goes the other side of this yellow line, the wave goes on the other side, especially from the area that you're supposed to, you were bouncing. Here you can see, I don't know if you guys doing or not, but are you doing this high and low, weekly high and low, last week high, low kind of thing? Are you guys drawing those? Oh yeah, for sure, Sean. Sure. Because non-farm, lately non-farm is not too good of a news. If you notice that, price like, 50, 60, 80 pip moves. It used to be 200 in the blink of an eye, 150 going up, 200 dropping down, up and down a few years ago. But now it doesn't have much of a reaction. But, it will probably move in the market and give a direction. Okay, Santel, this is how you do it. And anybody else doing this weekly high and low? It is very important because you can see that this is last week low. The price came, kiss it, and bounce and gave you this much trade. So please do that. It is very important. It's very easy. Open 1 hour chart. And then if you notice that we bounced from the last week low, went straight to the last week high and then drop. So you can easily, if you see something like that, you can even make a trade, opening a trade, put a stop loss below the weekly low and make the target the last week high, because if it's not breaking this low, then it's going to break the high. The last week high is going to go somewhere, right? Right now, see, we are messing around here. Last week high, drop, we kind of broke it. It came down again, bounced from the 200 EMA, last week high, and then again a touch. What did that tell you? We are trying to break it, the last week high. How do you do it? Any chart. The best thing is any chart, open. Okay, anybody else using this or no? Last week high, low. I just show you how, I'm just quickly going to show you how to make the fib out of it and just draw the fib. I guess nobody doing it, right? Okay, now, all right, let me do it. Let me do it in front of you and do it. Okay, good. So some doing it, some not. So please do it. It's very important. Okay, because it's so simple. Look, we bounced from last week low on London. You have a nice magic wave setup, and then you have this much trade. It's you don't even need this my before chart setups because of this. If you only pay attention to what's happening around London Frankie, it is easy. So let me show you how to do it. Open, turn this to 4 hour. Okay, 4 hour chart right here, right? Now, you see these vertical lines? Oops, they're gone. Let me put it back. We need vertical lines. So what you do is you hold control and hit the Y key. Key says Y next to T. You press and hold control and hit Y, and you have these vertical lines. So between these two vertical lines is the whole week. Quickly you know that this is the weekly high and this is the week. The lowest point between these two lines is the weekly low. The highest point between these two lines is the weekly high. So what do you do? Where this thing come from? This is the fib here. See this fib here? What I do? I go on a level. I need 0 and 100, high and low, right? So I leave 0 and I start deleting. Delete. 100, I keep it and then delete the rest. So I got 100 and 0, these two levels, right? Now 0, since it is on the top, I will write here weekly high. How? I'll highlight this and remove 0, 0, and I'll type here weekly high, and I'll type here weekly low, or the opposite, I don't know. Let me see. Anyway, and turn it maybe this color. And what we have here, see that little thing? Okay, we gotta put middle too, 50%. Okay, 50, add, boom, 0.50, and put weekly low. So now you have a fib ready, and then save it somewhere. Any chart, just keep it, save it. I'll show you how to get the fib back and forth. Oops, $sign. See this, you put percent and $sign next to this, whatever you write, then it gives you the value to the next to whatever you write. Okay, so I'm going to put it, you see right now, in weekly low, I don't have the value. I have here and here. I got percent and $sign. So I got to put that here. Percent and dollar, and then it's going to give me the value. Oops, the value. Okay, so now you have a fib. So what do? All right, you can see, okay, this is the high, this is the low. Then you go and put this fib. This is, okay, here we go. Now, even if you go on a 5-minute chart, you will always have these lines here. You can see, okay, now you can see the price is here. Where? Is it low? Is it high? Is it what? Oh, I did the opposite. See, it should be high, right? Okay, no big deal. But I just wanted, showing you how to do it. So you do that and you keep it on some of the chart and you use it. All right, a lot of question here. Yeah, I used to do that. But Andrew's pitchfork, you have to make it set up, and then for some reason, I don't know what was the reason that it also gives you, oh yeah, sorry. You know what happened, that I cannot write those. Let me show you what happens, okay? Let me fix this first. This is 0 is the low, okay? I made the opposite. Let me show you how to do. This is making this high. So now you have this high point is high, this is low, right? Okay. Now if I turn this to 5-minute, the price right now is here, right? This is the line, and the price says, I know that this is weekly low. What did I do again? What am I missing here? Man, it was right before. Let me just turn it over. Okay. Okay, I messed up. Okay. All right. Anyway, so what happened is that at least you know which line it is touching. But if you do the pitchfork, and if there is a line, then I don't know if it is a high, low, mid, what. So I have to go and take a look. I have to turn the chart into 1 hour, 4 hour, if it is 5 minute, just to see that if it is a low, high, or what. Okay. And this way, the way I have it right now, you see this? Okay, if I turn into 5-minute and the price is touching one of these yellow line, I know this yellow line is weekly high, not the low or the mid. Pitchfork, you can't do that. That's the only difference. So I give up the pitchfork. Right. Right. Well, in pitchfork, you can't write anything. This one, you can write it. So it's easy, all the time, that what this line is. Sometimes it is touching this line, but if it's not written here that it's a mid, then you don't know what it is. So you have to, turn it to 4 hour and then see the whole thing that what exactly it's doing. Then you will know. Right. Yeah, I know that. Okay, so you can see this yellow one, all right? So this is how it is, and it is very important. You can see it. This is the last week low, right? I had it here. The price went open, dropped, tested the low, failed, went up to the high. This was a perfect, solid trade. Even with the Forest Magic Wave strategy, gave you a nice, beautiful setup. Even though I was late sending you the chart on Yen Index, you could have gotten this trade using this Forest Magic Wave strategy and only this high and low. And I explained this, so many times in my previous webinars that, all these weekly numbers, they are fine. You like this one. I don't know what it is. It's 4154. This one, 4126. Very, very important numbers. I'm supposed to write them here, but I forgot. They're somewhere here in the back, I guess. On a 5-minute chart. Where are they? All right. But usually I write them down, like this one. So I have it here, it's like, okay, big 4126, you know what I'm saying? So it's easy to see what's happening and where we are now. So we are trying to, break this weekly high here. And if we break this and then where we're going to go, it is also bouncing exactly the way yen index is bouncing. Yeah, Bella. This is only, I have it high, mid, and low. 3. They are very important. And that's it, just to see. Not even mid. I mean, just to see that where we are, how close, if I am close to high or close to low. That's why I have the mid. But the most important is that last week, high and low. Okay. Whatever we break, the rest of the week go on the same direction. Usually, 90%. Okay. So if we break to the downside, then we go. If any level hold, then look for the trade for the opposite side. So what do you use? 0.5. Right. Now, not 1. It's like 100. 100, in FIB, you have 100%, 50%, and 0. 0, 0.5, and yeah, you can say 1. Right. 1. Right. Okay. So you make the FIB. And by the way, let me show you. See, the thing is that if this FIB here, now what do? If I have to draw this regular FIB, but every time I take the FIB, since I change it, I lost my old FIB. What do I do now? Where I get this FIB from? All of these numbers and everything, all the hard work gone down the drain. I change it, and every time I use the 2. Now I'm stuck with this thing, high, low, close. But you know what? What you do to get this one back, somewhere on the chart or some pair or some time frame, you will have this old FIB. You need to get this back. Then choose it, select it, go FIB property, and click 3-4 times here on these levels, and you will get it back. Now you do this, and you have this old FIB back. Okay. And just in case if you need the old the other one, high, low, close, you go there and do the same on this one. You will get that one handy. Like FIB property, click 3-4 times. Now you have this one here. See that? So you don't lose the FIB. If you lose it, you get it back this way. Somewhere on the chart, you will have both. So I have several FIB made for different purposes. And so I know where they are. So whenever I need one, I go there and pick that up instead of typing all the numbers and all the levels again all the time. We just take one, drop it over one place to the other. Anyway, so this is how this is very important. Weekly high low thing. Good trade last night. Euro yen gave just based on that. couldn't break the low, went up to the high, right? And pound yen did the same thing. Last week low was here, tested the low, went up, right? It bounced from the low too, last week low. So both pair, you have nice entries here and boom, gone. Okay, so any other question on this topic? And the other topic that I wanted to touch a little bit and then I'll do the whole thing, even touching in the next webinar. Maybe I'll set up one for tomorrow. I wanted to show the crab pattern. I wanted to start doing it so that the thing is that a lot of people are doing it, okay? And I'm not talking about it. So they're not getting it. They're not learning it. So I want to distinguish between what happened. Just let me tell you one thing, one sentence, and then I'll explain it in the next webinar. The crab pattern is a failed Gertle or a failed bat. When the Gertle or bat pattern that you're expecting failed to produce, then you might end up having a crab pattern. I will explain this in a webinar with the diagram and everything, okay? Because Gertle or bat, the main concern is the point B. What is the first pullback after XA move? The first pullback, if it is 50%, then it could be a bat. If it is 61%, it could be a Gertle. But if both fail, the price continue going up instead of dropping, then it will end up having a crab pattern. On a certain level, we call it a crab pattern. That's all. So it is a failed Gertle. But if you remember, I always talk about that even if it's a failed Gertle, it is not failed, but it is very lucrative for us because now it is unfolding Elliott waves. That's how I see it. I rather go with the Elliott wave count than call it a crab pattern and all that. Because if you call it a crab pattern, then you have to wait for the pattern to finish, and then you miss all the move from the bottom to up, or from for dropping from the point C to D. So, but if you start looking that in a wave pattern, like wave 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, then you have several points of entries making into that big move, and not miss all those pips. I know it's not very clear now, but when I do the webinar on this, let's do it tomorrow, okay? If you guys are ready, then tomorrow 6 o'clock, I'll set up right now, send you the invitation, come up, and then we're going to talk and learn about the crab pattern, how it is, how it works, and how we can see it if the Gertle is not playing out or the bat is misfired. We see the thing is that bad pattern, we already make a lot from C to D usually, right? So at point D, when the bat is finished and it's supposed to, let's say it's a bearish bat. So at point D up high, it finished, now it's supposed to drop, but it don't. It drop a little bit and then start going up. Then expect the crab pattern. That it would be a wave C in Elliott wave perspective. Well, I'll show you in the tomorrow webinar. Okay, so you guys ready for tomorrow, 6 o'clock? Okay, a lot of people ready, so I'll do it. All right, so these two pairs right now, the yen pair is going up, and pound yen, euro yen, I mean not pound yen, euro yen, they're going up. But pound Aussie and euro Aussie, look for those 38% holding and then move to the downside. Let's see what happens. All right, so I'm going to leave now, and I'm going to set up a webinar tomorrow about the crab pattern, and we will go through what it is exactly, an Elliott wave perspective, and what are the points, the calculation, and how to trade it. If you want to trade that way, fine. But I do trade actually. It's not that I don't, but I look at that as Elliott wave. Okay. Remember, I always tell you that these patterns are nothing but Elliott wave. It's just a different way of looking at it. That's all. So I'll explain you how, what all the Elliott waves are and how they're making a crab pattern, or the crab pattern is coming out of Elliott wave, how. Okay. So we will cover that tomorrow. But for tonight, let's go and have fun with yen pairs and pound Aussie, euro Aussie. Is it moving? Anything moving there? Okay, this is, see this pound Aussie? This is the high, the last week high. We broke a little bit above it. Then we're coming down and messing around with it. So let's see if it holds, and if we drop below it, then we're going to drop. Here we are a little bit euro Aussie. We are already above the last week high. Well, let's see. Tonight we'll tell the story. All right, everyone. So I'm going to leave now. Any question? And even if you don't remember any question and later on you find something, then, throw me in the email. I'll answer. You're welcome, Umar. All right. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. No problem. It is being recorded, and I will. No problem. Don't worry, man. It's been recorded. Okay. Unless there's some mess up or something from their side, I don't know. But I am recording it, and I will convert it. And maybe give me a couple hours. I'm gonna go check my son a little bit, and then after that, he was sleeping last I saw. But I'll come back and convert the file and then upload. Okay. Or I'll upload and I'll send all of you the email as well. Okay. So get ready for those trades this week, and let's see what happens. Thank you, Bella. Okay. All right then. Have fun, and I'm over and out.